No. Okay, because I can talk on my mic then. This will be a bit easier than talking in chat. Yeah, it's because I would just talk over anything else, you know? Like I'd rather not make art, and I would just sit here and talk. I'm gonna draw Robin from One Piece. I was doing some other stuff earlier, but I don't know why, but my head started hurting. I did this grayscale. He's got a funny face, I think. And I did this one. So now I'm just gonna draw. I might also work on a commission, but uh yeah, I like the second one too. It's it's based on this one photo of Olivia Thirlby, and something the I wish she was like in more movies or something, you know. She's so like she does like one thing a year. Uh she was in Oppenheimer, I think. I don't know what else she's been in. I think there was this one I don't know if I could call it a movie, it was like an anthology with Olivia Thirlby in it. It was a movie called New York I Love You or something. And she plays a she's in an anthology where it's like a kid trying to get into prom. Wait, and he wants to get a date, right? But he can't get a date. So this old guy is like, "Hey, you know what? My daughter's in high school. You know, I'll here, here. You could take her. I mean, she'll be excited to go." And he's like, "Oh, cool, right?" And he shows her that photo I'm talking about of Thurlby, right? And he's like, "Oh my god, she's stunning, right?" And then he goes to his or her house, and then she's in a wheelchair, and then he's like, "Oh well, you could have fun," and he's like, "Okay, oh, whatever, right?" So he goes to the prom with her, and then at the end of the whole thing, after like having a fun night with her, she just night like they don't go home until like the next morning, and then the next day, he's like he goes to the dad's like, I'm so sorry, I was supposed to get her home, you know, last night, but you know, I'm so sorry. And then he's like, oh, it's all right. And then she's like, yeah, thanks. And then she gets out of her wheelchair, just stands up, And then he was like, "What?" And the dad's like, you know actresses, they're crazy. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for taking her out. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was funny. So yeah, I don't really know what to do today. I just don't feel like making art right now. I have like a couple more commissions to do, but they're the ones where they said uh take as much time as you need, right? So I don't want to like spend too much. I don't want to do them too fast. Mostly because they're harder. So I was hoping like I could have gotten some like easier commissions, but like no one's really asking for any, so yeah, I learned to make art with a pen because I didn't like pencil, so yeah, that's mainly the reason why. But because of that, I'm really bad at sketches. So if I ever need a sketch, it just kind of it looks kind of ass. Yeah, I like pens. I like how they look. So it wasn't really like a my decision kind of thing. It was more like I watched Cynics a lot, and he always draws in pen. So I was like, oh, I want to do that too. I like that. It looks cool. I like how because you have to use a pen, you have to think differently, and because of that, it'll look different. But and also like his rationale for it was something I liked, which was you kind of have to be efficient with your brain because it's like we're not efficient with your brain, but with your strokes. So you only draw when you think you actually know what the line is, right? So it kind of helps you train to be more deliberate, and it's just something I prefer to do in general for most stuff. I don't like doing random stuff. I like kind of just sitting and waiting until I'm like, okay, I want to do this way, you know? It's kind of like with casual games. Like um I like puzzle games more for casual play than I do like exploration games because it's like with exploration games you kind of go around aimlessly and just find stuff. And yeah, I don't know. But like I mean real life, I do kind of wander around aimlessly like constantly whenever I'm out somewhere. I think it's more fun than like having a plan, so I don't know. Very strange. Yeah, I mean I can erase too, but I don't like using Liquify. Even though I probably should, but the issue is like I rely so much on like the strokes looking a specific way that using Liquify just makes it like not very nice looking for me. It's kind of weird. I made I have like a style or requirement with my art where like the strokes have to look a certain way. So like it's not necessarily the line art itself that looks good, it's just like or not the line art, but like it's not the lines I chose that looks good, it's like how the strokes look, which is like kind of a it's not that bad. It's like nice, you know, it's more artsy that way if your art depends on those things looking good rather than the line art itself or the lines, like where they are. Like I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. Like for me, like if you draw like 2 points and then you draw a line between, anything that goes like kind of on these points will be the same exact line to me, right? Even if it's wobbly, you know, like all that. To me, that's like the same line. But for me, I rely so much on the weird accent I put on this line for my line art to look like how I want it to. But I still try to hit the specific line, you know, or not specific line, but you know, the class of lines. And it's kind of hard. Like it's kind of what I'm trying. I was talking about it yesterday on my stream where I couldn't I need to draw in a higher resolution because I really like drawing in a lower resolution because it causes my lines to look a certain way, right? Like I like how this looks, like being this resolution. If it was like a perfect line, you know, with like nothing interesting about it, right? I don't like that, and it like makes my art look naked, you know. Yeah, but like I want to be able to do just have line art without any weight. It's purely line art, so I can do better commission art. Because like a lot of the commissions that people want are like the not the professional, but like the clean looking stuff, right? It makes it feel like I'm assuming it's because it makes them feel like it's higher quality for the money, right? Yeah. Well, it's not even impressed, but like it's like they just don't notice it, you know? Like I prefer to draw like uh messy, not messy, but like kind of bold looking line art, you know? But it's not popular, so like before 2023, like 2022, 2021, yeah, just 2022 and then early 2023, I wanted to do commissions that kind of fit this very specific style. It was let me get it real quick. I wanted to do this kind of art, right? Where the line art isn't the cleanest, you know, but it looks fun. It looks nice, right? I thought people would want this, you know, but apparently not. So I did a few of these. Uh, I was able to make a few commissions for them, right? But they were people I knew, you know, so it wasn't really popular. And it's also grayscale, right? So people, it's just not really punchy when you like look it up. I was able to like get a decent refinement of it, right? Like at least for the head, right? Maybe for everything else, it's still kind of messy, but or not refinement, polish, right? And later in the year, I kept getting better and better at it, but it still wasn't very popular, right? Right. Here's something more complicated. But then, and then like, I think this is the one of the last things I did in the style. I can't find anymore really. I think okay, this is the last time I did it in 1080p, right? When I increased my resolution, the brush size didn't change, and I didn't feel like changing it for the new resolution. So when I tried the new resolution out, this is me trying to do the same style, same brushes, right? But the brush size was lower relative to the resolution. So this looks more clean, I think, but like it's still not popular. Yeah, I mean, I get why. It's just not like there's a what's it called? There's just no color, right? So you're gonna have to sell via like some personality outside the color. It's so easy to express personality with color, but I gotta redo these lines here. So I was thinking like I could just make a comic, right? Because comics or a lot of manga, right? They're black and white. I think most of them are, right? Yeah, I gotta draw these lines first. Go King's webcomic. Yeah, I think I used to look at Go King's art a lot, but I don't even think they post on Twitter anymore. I don't know. Let's see. The last time they posted was last year. Okay, that probably is why. But Goken colors their art. I don't think they used to not? I don't know. But actually the style with the really dark lighting is based on this one piece of art my friend made where it was like a horror piece of art, right? And there's this like common cliche where you make the lighting in it look like it's taken from a camera, right, with flash on. So it looks like someone took a picture at night, and it's like found footage, right? And I like how that looks. So I was just trying to implement that with just grace or with just inking. He focused on his webcomic on what's it called? What are they? What's that webcomic place called? Webtoons. Or I don't know. Where does he post his art? Oh, dude, I can't find it. Okay, well, like it's not on Webtoons, I think. Oops. Is Insac the pixel art guy or writer of Golgo King? A writer? Hmm. Is it the same person? I says writer. What does that mean? I mean, do they mean author? I don't know. I think they're Korean, right? So maybe it's the same person, you know? I gotta check Robin's shoes. Are they shoes or tights? Okay, they're shoes. Like, I don't know. Okay, well there's a drawing of Robin. Um I'll color it later. I got like a couple hours. Um okay, two different people then. Well, they're related, so maybe Go King and Insect are related as well. There's another person? Bro. Saiga, 12 kV. Another Korean artist. Oh, that's funny. Okay. They even do the gray eyes. I kind of do gray eyes. Like with these paintings, I don't color the white in. I just keep it the same skin color until like at the very end. But sometimes I don't even color it white. Yeah, I mean, I think generally you do want to do gray eyes. That's more realistic than white eyes. But the white eyes are a bit more striking. Okay. No. Okay, hold on. Do white and black. Yeah. For the realism. Wait, do I want to say back? Black? Uh, mm. Alright, I'll just skip, I guess. Hey, waffle. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna paint red. Let's see. Red. Reezy. What does her outfit look like? I can see it in your art. Oh, my phone went off. I've been there's this one artist named Gavin, Gavn. I think they're from Kyrgyzstan, and they do a lot of portrait paintings. And I've been looking at them a lot for the last 2 or 3 years. I think you can see that I pretty much just paint. I try to paint like them, lady portraits. There's something I've been thinking about ever since they announced the Reze movie was like, who wanted this to happen? Like in production, like who cared so much about this arc that they wanted to make it a movie, right? And I'm just kind of out of the loop. Apparently, like they just like making movies for anime now, right? For like big anime, or not even, yeah, for a lot of anime. I don't even think it has to be a big anime, right? But oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a very short arc. I see why they chose this one, but like I feel like a lot of the arcs aren't that long, you know? I guess this one's the most exciting, the most maybe isolated in terms of story, because it's just Reze and Denji doing their thing. Hi, Dean. Okay, I need to get a picture of Reze, bro. So when I read the chapter, when I read this arc like in 2021, 2020, I don't remember. I don't know. I read it when it came out, just about. So I thought Reze was like 50 or something. I mean, it's pretty short. Like all of his arcs are short, so like someone could read the entire Chainsaw Man Part 1 in like an hour or two. Yeah, I think I so when I started reading the manga, it was what arc was it in? It was the arc right after the end of Reze's arc. Wait, no. Wait, did Reze's arc come before or after um Santa Claus? Wait, hold on. Chainsaw Man arcs. Uh Bat Devil arc, Eternity Devil arc, Katana Man arc, Bomb Girl arc, International. Oh, okay. I started reading at the towards the end of International Assassins arc, so it's after Bomb Girl, and then I read it weekly up until now, but there was the 1.5 year break because they haven't introduced Quan Chi yet, right? So so and they announced the okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Uh, the differences between Horikoshi, the My Hero author, and Fujimoto. Because Horikoshi was a lot of his stuff is inspired by Western comics, and he likes to draw, right? And then Fujimoto is inspired by Western films, but doesn't necessarily like drawing anymore. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I thought she was old. Because, like, a lot of the devils, they don't age, right? So I thought she was, like, an old person. I don't know. How old is Resin? Okay, there's no confirmed age for her, so... Oh, well. Because I think Huang Shi. I also thought Huang Shi was 2,000 years old, right? But wait, how do people spell her name? Huang Shi. Okay, okay, I spelled it right. What? Uh, okay, her age I think is also unknown. I, she's over 50 years old. 500, 100. She's at least 82 years old. Okay, I don't know. Like she's at least as old as Kishibe, you know? So hag maxing, yeah. They actually do mention the word hag, I think, in one of the chapters, the newer ones in part two. Personally, I don't like saying hag. But it is a funny word. Such a archaic sounding word too, you know? Because I think originally it's meant for like it's like used in like oldie times. I think to describe like a witch, like an old witch or something. Maybe not. Such an old word. Actually, let me see. Google. Okay, define hag because they have like the usage history on here, right? So it was used. Okay, in okay, so its height in the last 300 years was in 1824, and then it went down to around one fourth, one third usage in 1980s, and then since 2000, it's been used more and more. I feel like being used more and more is based on like D&D and like fantasy games like getting more popular, right? I assumed there would be a bigger spike, but oh, because it only goes up to 2019. Okay, whatever. Well. Okay, I gotta fix these eyes. Cause like or not Kwame, Reze, she smiles with her eyes, bro, which is the scariest part, right? Because like people say the most authentic looking smiles are the ones where you smile with your eyes. So she smiles with her eyes like 100%, you know? But, you know, maybe maybe she's what's it called? Deceit maxing. I don't know why, but I think me listening to J Rock and Math Rock these last like 2 weeks, I've kind of numbed my brain a bit. I gotta listen to something more like. I don't know how to scrunch the nose properly, but I do. I have been trying to do the eye thing more. But I kind of do the eye thing even if they're not smiling. So. I'm gonna listen to this song. All right, you're gonna have to just deal with it. It's not as loud as it could be though. Okay, I'm making it louder. So bad. I keep forgetting how bad this feels. He's a man, he's a son. Alright, and then another horrible song, okay? Hey, don't wait for me. Okay, I don't really know how bras look. I never had to draw one. Or paint one. Yeah, I gotta remember. I changed the pressure sensitivity on my tablet so it's lighter. I don't have to press as hard, but I keep pressing hard. I keep forgetting. It's like reducing the lifespan of my hand. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Because Twitch just told me, oh, we got disconnected from chat, and like, oh no, my internet. Why did I disconnect from chat? What did I do? What did I do? It lagged for a moment. Yeah, maybe my internet will die at some point here. Please stay, babe. This is a space base. Don't you hear it? Is there no need to worry? You don't have size or opacity jitter? Yeah, that just make it easier, huh? This is a space base. The mason resources. You have the everything. All that's not keys. Is dude, I gotta be so subtle with these value changes here. Honestly, I don't even want to like render this. Spain, man. This is space base. Can you hear it? The world is made. Rumble down there. So, last week, or was it last week? What day is it today? Okay, this Monday. I was talking about how I never do full body paintings. So I'm doing them now. And I am finding it's myself. Of the universe. Yeah, not you. Only my style remains here. Frieza, here I come. Oh. Our hair is purple, right? Um, always. Sorry. What? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. He doesn't even have that much hair, does he? Right? Nah, I don't know. Next song. Mm, Yoki Meki, like the video game. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I did not choose the right colors for this painting. Her hair is like a pale purple, though, you know? Da, 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 da. Didn't do that. Nope. Uh, uh, yeah. Bro, I'm like tilting my whole body to look at this. Uh, uh-oh. What is this? Alright, next song. What should it be? Alright, time for the circle brush now. Okay, I should be looking at photos, bro. What am I doing? I'm not learning anything doing this. I said I was gonna do like I have done full body paintings before. I've just never done full body studies. So like, uh, what? It's like last stream, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm not preparing for this or something. Uh, I gotta find some references, bro. I don't want this. You should do more studies. I mean, yeah, I think you should do like at least one, right? Like once in your life, just to try it out, you know, if it's fun. But I didn't even do that. Way too early? Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't like doing studies of life at least, right? But you gotta do at least like once, I feel, you know? I like doing artist studies. It's like more engaging because like you're trying to think about the artist. But when you're looking at life, it's like, oh, it's just coincidental, you know. It looks like that, right? Because you know, with art, it's like human designed, you know. But nature isn't. Do, 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 do. Art students have to do a lot of studies. I don't know, man. I'm not an art student. Probably though, for homework. No one's ever graduated. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Doo-doo. He's kind of scary. Does he have green eyes? He has like greenish eyes, I think. At least he has. I know he has light eyes. You know. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I don't really like the colors I chose in this painting, but like, it's okay. I'll do a study eventually, you know? I should also probably do, not really a study, but like, uh, there's some color stuff I gotta like practice real quick. Like, I kind of just ignored since like 2021 or something. Alright, what's the next song? Okay, I'm playing this one. Uh, Holy honey. Oh, quiero ver un te amo más que ayer. Then, le verdad. Uh, all right, what color are Robin's? Is Robin hair? It's black, right? She has black hair. Do they tint it at all? No, it's black. All right, another song. Mm. Yeah, something I noticed. Uh, so I see some artists who are Newgrounds inspired, and a lot of the time they make their secondary light source a purple or pink color. So a lot of their shadows are just tinted towards red or pink, and it's like I can see it. I know what you are. You were on Newgrounds. It's too red. I don't think they're trying to hide it, but like I can see it. So I'm not sure what the history is with that, like who the original dude was, or blue purple shadows, but adding a color overlay in red pink tone over the skin. So it's a warm primary lighting on skin and then cooler shadows, or like, yeah. I like to do yellow. A yellow shadow. I think it looks warm and inviting. Let me try to find the one that I like the most. Here, like, I want the yellow. I want yellow secondary lighting. I like it. It looks like a memory, you know? I think yellow is my favorite color. I'd choose it as like a design thing. I don't think I'd wear yellow ever. I like wearing grays. Is cold with warmer skin tone. I try to white balance it if I can. If I have a white background. But typically I have my background tinted, so let me see. Like in the other sketch illustrations. I'm back. I've been on another one of my lives. Welcome back. Does that show up on my stream? Oh, yeah, it does. So let's see. So I did this one thing here. This one's super white balanced, bro. It's super white. It's a very white balanced piece of art. Except the shadows, I made them red. But like everything else is like pretty white. And then this one I tried doing yellow and red again. Pretty yellow, red, purplish. We'll see red, I think. Actually, I have yellow here. There's a lot of yellow. In the shadows at least, right? But it's pretty much white balanced. I don't like white balancing, bro. It like looks boring. Thank you, Therian. Have you seen my? Do you follow me on Twitter or something? Or where do you come from? I gotta find. There's this one song, yeah. It's not playing. Oh, never mind. Like right now, this looks yellow to me. I don't know. It's not though. It's red. Oh, orange? No. What is this? Hey, dude. You know who I want to draw? I want to draw Femlaw, bro. It's such a funny throwaway gag in the manga. Like, absolutely meant nothing for it happening. Oda just wanted it to happen. It's so funny. Mm. Da, 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 da. What is this? Alright, whatever. I don't think I drew the pattern right, but whatever. It looks like hearts. I think these aren't supposed to be big. Whatever. Yeah. I don't... they're supposed to be triangles, but they kind of look like hearts. No, well. Really not much I can do anymore. I'm not redrawing it. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna do the jacket. I also don't know how to render clothes. I never looked at clothes. Okay. There's another French Shoshu song that I like, but I forgot the name. And I don't even know what it sounds like. I just remember I liked it. Oh my god, dude. Uh... Ain't it such a surprise? Look into those eyes, I felt you died alone. No long time ago. Not me, never lost control. The face of the man who sold the world. Made my way back home. He gave me strength. Long time ago. Hello, not me. Never lost control. The face. What are popular fonts for comics? Do you know any? I downloaded one, I forgot what the name was. Um, Blambot comic fonts. I think you can just look it up. I looked one up just now, and it seems like you can just find it. You could also just use Comic Sans, you know. I don't think anyone will. Mm... No, I can't say that. Acme? I don't know. You could probably just use whatever font you want. You can always like replace it later on. I guess the sizing would be different, so it might be a bit annoying, but What song is this? Why is there more music playing? Bring, bring. Oh, well, I know a song playing. The internet told you not to use Comic Sans. You gotta, you gotta bring it back. Eh, eh. Oh, I had the canvas flip the whole time. Maybe this wasn't the best song to play right now. Ba-dum-bum, 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 ba-dum-bum. All right, what should I do now? I have like an hour left. Uh, do-do-do-do-do, do-do, da-da-da-da-da-da, do, ba-do-do-do-do, do. Du-du-du. Du-du. I remember when I used to stream more, I would, if I didn't know what I was doing at the moment, I would just flip back to an image I thought would bait people into watching the stream, and I would just sit there and be like, what do I draw next? For like maybe 5 minutes. Du-du-du-du-du. All right. Look at that banding. Dude, I'm trying to like imagine stuff in my head, and I've always had this problem where I have like this weird like skew in all the stuff that I'm imagining in my head. Like they get like they're bent weird whenever I'm thinking about it, and like I don't know how to get rid of that. It's just forever bent, just stuck. It's always bent weird. Like I'm trying to like think of like something that looks like this, right? But in my head, it looks like this. I don't know. Why does it bend like that in my head, bro? I gotta like do some exercise or something with my imagination. Doing comic again? Yeah, it's something. I don't know. Just try to figure something out. Bye-bye. Oh no. Hmm. No? Okay. I'm pressing so hard on my tablet. I really don't have to. There should be like a thing that tells me, hey, you're pushing too hard. You're already maxing out the pressure. You know, like, No, there's no story. Yeah, I did do like a couple comics where I don't know if I had a story, but there was like something going on. All right, let me show you. Here's one from 2020. You see going through some vines, finding a wolf or a dog or something, I don't know. Here's 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 someone getting out of bed with a Pikachu pillow. They woke up at 11 p.m. Look at that. They're doing well in life. And then I should redraw this one, right? Let me find another one. I think I've done another one somewhere. This one's funny. Let me try to find another one. Uh, I don't think I see another one. Okay, this one. Okay, this one's kind of obtuse, alright? You have to read the last panel and only the last panel, right? Okay, it's a blank page. There's a bunch of art on the wall. Okay? I tried to make it obvious, but it really isn't. Right, there's a bunch of art on the wall. They go, fuck, why? What I've been doing for 3 weeks, right? And you think like, oh, right? Like, oh, they're not making any art. But no, clearly they are. The last panel says, "This is my last page. I was too lazy to buy paper, darn, right? It was the last one. That's what she said about. Okay, that was not the font that I had at the time, but I guess it broke or something. Or, like I tried teaching someone the muscle groups. Alright, that was I forgot most of that. I drew the boss. The font's broken though. I thought this was neat. Oh, look at this one. This one's kind of weird. Like green. This isn't really a comic, but like it could be. Mm, this one? I like this style, yeah. I don't think I have any more comics or anything where I'm just pam. Like I remember there was. Oh wait, here you go. I found it. This isn't a comic, but you know, it's like I put a square around it or a rectangle around it, so it has to be right. Yeah, kind of loose. Look, dude, I used to make art. Now what do I do? Oh, look, another comic. I found another one. I kind of drew this the wrong way. This should be the big character drawing should be on the left side, but whatever. Da, 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 da. That's Waldo. Yeah, I used to fill up pages like completely. I still kind of do, but look at this. I used to make art. What happened? Look at this. This is kind of a comic, right? I was thinking I should do something in this style, but like fix up the hatching a bit. The hatching kind of looks bad. But everything else, like if you just isolate the face, it looks cool, right? This is a comic. This is the not a comic. Mm. Should I go back to 1080p, man? Like the stuff I made at 1080p was so much cooler, you know? Or I could just increase the size of my brush, you know, one or the other. La 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 la. Oh, here's another comic. Alright, alright, whatever. Okay, this isn't a comic. I just drew rectangles and put stuff in it. But if you try really hard, maybe it is. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Like, if I'm gonna draw one page, how do I get a notion through in one page, right? It's hard. Can't even choose the name. Hello. Thanks. But this is the old me. This is the old art, bro. See, I used to make art, man. Now I just make art that looks like you could sell it for a commission. Mm, this one's cool. There's a bunch of katanas. Did I draw anything in this? No, it's just me doing homework. Oh, this one's funny. You know the rule about tangents when drawing? You're not supposed to have tangents, which is like you drawing two lines that aren't supposed to be connected, but they touch, right? So like this circle for the text bubble and then the square or rectangle, they're touching, but they're not supposed to, right? And then this her head ornament here touching pointing here. This other head ornament touching the bubble. Her hair touch like kind of almost touching. It's like kissing this line in the back. Her hair point touching at the edge of her arm. More of these tangents, right? This is a horrible tangent right here. It's becoming collinear right here, or not collinear, but like they're following each other here. More tangents. The edge here touching that. It's so funny, but it's okay. I wasn't even trying to prove a point. I just wanted to do it. Now here's another comic. The cheese or the rat. It's a rat princess, you know. I think that was the idea behind it. A rat prince. I only drew rats. This only rats. The rat. The rat princess. Like I'll show you what my new stuff looks like. Okay, so you have an idea. So last year I was developing this style for commissions. Looks like this now. Where has the light gone, bro? Where's the spark? Where have I gone, bro? Oops. Here's the. I don't know if I ever told you. The voice actor for Eren, I know them. I know them, right? So they were trying to do a signing thingy. So they asked me to do a piece of art for them to sell. I kind of don't like the pose too much, but like everything else looks fine to me, I guess. Maybe the some of the values are a bit weird, but like whatever. Thank you. Can't even choose a name. See, I'm trying, you know, but like I feel like as I get older, it's just like it just becomes like harder to wanna do anything. Uh, have you do make art? Yeah, I use Krita as well. How's that sound? Been drawing on paper. I used to only draw on paper, yeah. I think I still only draw well on paper, but I haven't done that in a while, so. Really? Did you start on paper or I feel like whatever you start on is just what you're gonna be good at. Not many people started digital though, I think, so I guess might be a weird point to make. Mm. Oops. What are you doing? Oh, it's because my mouse is there. Yeah, I drew only on paper for the longest time, and still preferred paper over digital. So I didn't really do a lot of digital until I went to college, which was like 3 or 4 years later. So am I drawing a manga? Not really. I'm just drawing stuff in squares. They're pretty unrelated. I don't think you can see a plot or any movement here, right? Okay, that's a good idea. It's a flashback. Yeah, that's a good one. uh, okay, I have an idea. We'll draw the girl in the coat here. Right. and then we'll draw this girl, this other. I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't think if it was a girl or not. Okay, bro. I don't know how to do horizontal compositions. Uh, what do I? Mm, defaulting to Yuri. That's fine. Mm, usually when you have like a guy like this, just kind of breaking out of square, it's like an introduction. You know, like this is them. We're introducing you to this person right now in this scene, right? You may have seen them before, right? But it's mostly like a opening thing, right? So like this person walks in doing what? You know, like also I just don't draw a lot of different scenes, bro. I gotta figure this out. Baka mitai. No nami. Maybe it's an introduction to their full look, but they asked a question out of view in the previous page. There's a ways to have this be an entirely justified page. Absolutely can work. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm coping. I mean, when I started drawing when I drew this, okay, I drew this person first, right? And then I drew this top panel, and then I was like, this has like no through line, you know? And at that point, I was like, I don't care. My choice. I don't know. I don't think I deserve one. No. Yeah, you see, you can just justify anything in the story, you know. You guys gotta look. You just gotta look. Like it's something funny. I don't know if you know about this, but like there's this comment about Yuri fans where they find Yuri and everything, right? So like the whole point is like they try so hard to find what they want to see. Oh, alright, I gotta open up the file again. They try so hard to find what they want to see in something that they can just always find Yuri, right? It's a mindset. It's not, you know, it's always about interpretation. It's always your mindset when you're consuming the media, right? And you like trying to justify the paneling here is like kind of like that, and it makes sense that you like describe Yuri first. You know, a true Yuri fan finds whatever they want anywhere they see. I know, but like it just makes sense. It just makes sense. See, like how you're trying to find sense in this piece of art. I'm like, I understand why they're saying everything they were saying. It aligns with my with the knowledge I've acquired reading Twitter. Okay, I didn't really make any room for speech bubbles, but you know, just imagine. Is a 45 Colt? I thought 45 Colt was a semi-automatic pistol, right? Oh no, you're right. Never mind. It's a revolver. I mean, I don't think I drew this one specifically. I don't know the differences. Yeah, it's so good. It's literally every story, you know? It's up to you to figure out which one you want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let alone. Is 45 big? I feel like it's big. Like medium, right? Revolver Ocelot carried one. He had a Colt? Hey. 22 small. Alright. Another. Anyone falls my way. Anyone falls my way. Eagle from Counter-Strike. I remember I was playing this one free-to-play like FPS game on Steam. I'm not sure if it's still around. Probably not, because it was pretty much pay to win. And I remember I like unlocked the Deagle at some point, and I just used that the whole time. Me by the hand, when we do the man. That goes the man. The man. The ocean man. But then man, I'm not a sand. Of amazement. Robo man. The man. Forth. God like man. Man. Leaks of the land. Man. The sand. Iron Sight? I don't think that was it, but there are a lot of games like that, you know? I remember there was this one point in the map. It was like a kind of an elbow where I would always run to it and hope someone gets there, and then we would just shoot each other. It's like a pretty narrow map too. Although it stands the man. The man lost but the Sandman, fire my sand. Got the first of the man, awesome man. You know who the wonder of amazement. Careful the man. Man. It was. I like man. I mean, I don't think it was a good strategy. It was really 50-50 whether or not I win, but it was basically just me as a kid just slamming my head against the wall because it was fun. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the game was pay to win though. If you bought, if you bought the good gun, then you just out shoot everyone. Pretty bad. It was free, so I got to play it. I think play to win is also, I don't know what that means. Is that like the more you played, the more likely you'll win? Or I don't know. Because your stats are higher or something? Pay to win? Oh. I mean, there's gonna be this the type of person who wants to win by and they'll pay, so they make money. And then the type of person who wants to beat people who pay, so they play to help the people who pay to feel better because they're winning because they paid. So it's like it's a they're kind of, I don't know. I think it works out. How many? Oh, feel like people are upset with Bungie in general, but I guess they still have money. So. Yeah. I mean, they could play Warframe. I imagine it's not that much different. What's Dean? Oh, about the free to play. Yeah. It's different enough. Okay. Is Destiny 2 a looter shooter? Like, do you just like roll? You just play as much as you can to like farm like a drop or something, or is it like what's like the end game for that? Yeah. And Warframe's is also it's also an MMO, so yeah. Yeah. I don't. I'm getting rid of her Hoge. You think it's that different? I mean, like if it's about game feel, you could. I don't know. People say the game feel looks is like good, but every like Bungie game I see, it just looks like ass as an FPS. I don't know. They probably have like a distinct style, but I probably just don't like it because I'm more used to like arena shooter stuff. Like pretty much only like played arena shooters and Counter-Strike. PvP. I feel like MMO PvP is just kind of weird. They at least like normalize. Like if they normalize the weapons, why wouldn't you just play a game that has like PvP as its main focus, right? And build crafting. Alright. After this song ends, I'm gonna end the stream. Boo, boo, boo. You know, I didn't like Hearthstone because I thought like the game just had very interactability. Like you go make a deck, and then you hope the deck wins, and then whoever just has the best tempo deck just wins, you know. But I don't know, I didn't really play it that much. Any on Tokyo Flash? Yeah. Alright, I don't know what to do with this other wing. Uh, I have so many straight lines in this piece. It's hard to make it look. Uh, yeah, I'll just not draw it. Alright, the stream's done. Alright. See you guys later. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow, so I'll just stream like every weekday. It seems like a fun thing to do. Alright. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.